bald. And this is Film Friday. I feel like my head looks really small right now. The first film is Mirror Mask. I saw this movie when it first came out and I just loved it. It's some of the same people who did Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal, and I love those two movies, so I fell in love with this one. I feel like it's really underrated. It's about this girl who gets to this fantasy world. I don't want to spoil too much, but just she goes on this adventure. I would totally recommend watching it if you like fun fantasy adventure movies. The second movie is Parents, and I just recently watched this on Netflix. It's been in my queue for a while, but I just finally got around to watch it, and oh man, I loved it. It's a dark comedy about this kid and his parents who move to this new house, and weird things are happening with his parents. I would recommend, if you have never heard of the movie, just watch it without like reading about it or anything, because that's how I did it, and it's fun kind of like trying to figure out what was going on. I just burped. And number 3 is a movie that I also just watched on Netflix called The Haunting of Julie. And this is a 70s horror film. And I'm pretty sure before I've said I love 70s horror films, and I can't believe that I haven't seen this one yet. And I never heard of it until it was just put on Netflix. It is so creepy and weird, and the music in it is... oh, it's just weird. This woman loses her daughter and then she moves to this new house and she starts getting haunted by a presence. If you watch it, all I have to say is just remember when you get to the part where she's sleeping in her bed and the hands. That's all I'll say. That is creepy. Number 4 is Spork. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I feel like some people won't like it at all, but I thought it was so good. It reminded me of like Juno, Napoleon Dynamite, and Gentleman Broncos kind of movie. Like the scenes where you see the sky, there are drawn with crayon sun and clouds, which I thought was funny. The music in it is so good as well. I was loving it. It has a nice tender meaning to the movie as well, so you'll get touched. So I would recommend watching Spork. And the 5th and final movie this is an anime, and it is called Paprika. I watched this movie like a couple years ago, and then the Inception trailer came out. I thought it was live adaptation of Paprika, because Paprika is about this, like about dreaming, and you're like in a dream and you can change things, and I was like, what? Inception? So if you liked Inception and you like anime, I would recommend watching this because it's so cool, and like it's not exactly like Inception, but it has like the same theme, dreamy thing like that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found a movie that you would want to watch. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. This is TV Tuesday. Okay, so I have a lot of really good